Hey everybody, welcome back to another Kevin's Creations here on Geektopia Island. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Cardwell.
And we're back today to showcase another deck in Wonder. This deck's going to be super fun. I can't wait to play it. It's a little weird, and I think it's actually a really good Shiva deck, so we're going to see what it can do. It's called Plus or Minus. It's pretty fun. But before we get into it, guys, remind you that we do have a Patreon. The link is down below. Go check it out. It takes just $1 to give us some love and support. We greatly appreciate it. And you'll get access to our Discord, all our other fun stuff in the Patreon down below.
And also to remind you that we do actually have a Force of Will deck building out called FOW Grimoire. With that, you can go ahead and make all your first 2 decks for free, and it's on Apple and Android. Just go ahead and make the decks. You can share them to your friends or us. We'll give it a try.
All right, let's delve into it. So, our girl, Shiva, the Order of Nature one, I mean, it's straightforward. You order, and you can only play villains, and then you have Force Nature. And then her backside is the +2/+2 to all your dudes. Your J Resonators get +2/+2, so pretty solid.
Simple as that, but that's going to matter for sure. Of course, the first thing we have is Mimi Tribe Spectator. So it just pluses all your dudes, and there's a reason for that for sure.
All your villains get +4.
Yeah,
That's what matters.
Villains.
And our major villain of the deck is the new boy called Shaka, the Shiva's successor. It is 1 green for 4/4. Man's got piercing.
Yeah,
and he does
perfect.
a lot for the deck. So he literally pays green as long as he's revolutioned. You can do it multiple times. If he's not, you can only do it once. But he pluses you, all your dudes. But his main thing is if something would increase it, it doubles it. Or if it does it, yeah, it doubles it. And then if it would minus your dudes, it doubles or it increases instead. So dude is insane.
Yeah, for sure.
He's just like, hey, my dudes, they're big. Always.
Big all the time, and especially on turn 1 with this guy flipped over. He's already an 8/8, ready to pump up really fast. And next up, of course, is Mistletoe Dark Sword Saint. She's the boss queen, and of course, she stops everything, but you gotta pay attention because she can stop you as well. Of course, she has Pierce. Non-will activated abilities of J Resonators can't be played, so it shuts down the dude that we just talked about, but it can literally shut down your opponent and you can just win because it prevents all damage would be dealt to her. And also, you can discard a card to give her some +1/+1 counters.
Too many games I've seen win just on the back of sitting there with a Mistletoe.
Yeah, and basically, you go ahead and swing all out because she recovers herself.
And the best part is if you have her revolution as with Shiva, she's a 6/6 because Shiva gives +2/+2.
Just
Hey,
punches
cool.
and is ridiculous. And yeah, she's strong. She's overbearing at times.
Yeah, probably one of the best villains, honestly.
Of all time, yeah, for sure.
The next up, we have Witch of the Fallen Kingdom. She is the Black Witch. For those that don't know, she's really super good in what she does in Formed Wanderer because she says, don't search your deck.
Yep.
Your opponent cannot search their deck, and then CO5, you go get a Witch from the sideboard and put it into play, and there's a lot of really good ones.
Yeah, we'll get to there, and there's some spice to it. Next, of course, is Lorite. You know what Lorite does?
Yeah, he's the boy.
He's the boy that bullies everyone.
Yeah, he's countering whatever I want because I can.
You know why he's there.
Next up is Chimimi, Divine Power. She's 2-drop, 7/7 with Pierce. Like, all these dudes have Pierce. It's kind of gross.
And when you're pumping them all up, it's ridiculous.
And so Chimimi has a lot of use in this deck, actually. So we're going to go over her a little bit, because when she comes into play, or when a Mimi tribe enters the field under your control, she deals damage equal to target J Resonator equal to the attack of that Mimi tribe. If this card would deal more damage than that dude can hold, the rest you deal to your opponent.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be your opponent's dude. That just helps, because you're like, cool, kill your dude, you take extra damage. You can shoot your own dude off, and they still take the damage.
Yeah.
Which is kind of dumb. So you're like, all my dudes are big.
It's fantastic.
And if you have Shaka in play, you're just like, cool, +4/+4 my dudes, because I can.
Yeah, and then take a lot of damage to the face.
And then if she's Revolution, she gets Precision, and then you can get Mimi tribes from outside the game and put them into play. That's really what it's for.
Yeah, for how many dudes you have, the total cost is that, and then just free dudes are free that come and
free dudes is free dudes.
punch people in the face when you do it too.
Yeah.
So of course with that, the 3 Beast Warriors, it's a 3 green, but kind of. So every time you pay a green less for each non-Magic Stone, non-J Resonary entity you control, which you will have because you're a Mimi tribe and you're just gathering up together. And of course, it enters and destroys a non-Magic Stone, non-J Resonary entity, and then you draw a card.
Yeah, so it costs less for minus your opponent, like any entities your opponent have that's not a creature.
Yeah.
And,
And it has quick cast, so you can just be like, you played that, it's free, whatever, dead.
Our boy, Gare Bear, Garion, he is super good right now. Always play him if you're playing black-green. I don't care how many you play, just play him.
Yeah.
Costs 5, but he's 15/15 with everything.
Stops 1-drops your opponent's control.
If he hits Play and Wanderer, they don't win.
Yeah.
Like, almost always. Like if he sticks in play, like order decks don't get to play.
Yeah, it's Lorite and him. That's what the staple
it's
Wanderer
just-
deck ever.
He kills 1-drops. That's what he's for.
And Wanderer,
Get rid of your 1-drop.
yeah, just do it. One of our favorite cards is Look of Corruption. You look at their hand, get rid of something. Awakening, look at their hand, get rid of something. Simple as that.
It's super simple.
Turn 1, get rid of your combo deck. Yes, please.
Next, we have Shiva Enters the Game of Gods. It is your spot removal / card draw /
everything?
prevention.
Yeah.
It's super strong in this deck. So all your dudes can get +2/+2 in Eternal, or you can kill something equal to the total attack of all your dudes, and if that's over 3,000, then you draw free cards.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you get to draw cards, kill a dude,
And pump.
and pump your dudes.
And save them if need be.
Like, for 1 mana, I'm gonna take all that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Quick cast, thanks. Enjoy that for this moment. And of course, when it gets too heated, you do the final battle countdown song. And you know what it does. Black and X, you basically obliterate your opponent's side with your life total.
Yeah, you pay life and it's equals 1, and you're just like, oh, minus your board because I can.
And then minus your board, I swing all out with my big dudes. Done.
Next is Trishula. It is a green and a 1 edition. J resonates your control, gain Pierce and Eternal. So pretty sweet. And then they gain that as long as you have total attack 3,000. So of all your dudes total 3,000, you get Pierce. All your dudes get Pierce and Eternal.
Yeah.
And then enter, you put a stone into play. So you get a free stone to help you ramp into other stuff, which is really nice, and it allows you to do more things, and it allows you honestly to keep up for the next card.
For sure. And with this, it seems like a win more card, but it's actually just a just in case card. Will survive. Now, Rigveda, one of the most powerful cards ever made. So green, red, or white, or is it? So basically, you can choose up to 3. Cancel target spell, cancel target activated or automatic ability, destroy target non-magic stone entity. Just blah, get out of here. Now with the whole nature side of things, you can make it cost less by only choosing 1 or 2 of the abilities. So yeah, and it doesn't even matter. It's whatever color combination you don't want to play or what you have.
Yeah, you're playing it for 1 white to kill their dude, or you're playing it for 1 green to kill their dude.
Yeah.
Because I can. Like, this card is insanely good. If you're playing Shiva, you're playing this card. Like, that's all there is to it, because this card is that strong.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about Big Daddy G because it costs 3, even though you spend 1 mana or 1 will to like kill it off. Thanks,
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah. It's pretty nuts.
It's insane. It's powerful. Do whatever you want.
The stones are really simple for this deck. We got all green stones. We got Black Silence, which is black-green. We got Gusting Skies, which is white-green. And then Magic Stone of Knowledge, which is green, and it's sealed 3. You get any color. So hopefully you get to Trishula early to get one of those to get you seal 3. So know that card's kind of iffy on the things, but you mostly are playing greens. You don't really care. Like, it's whatever.
Exactly. And hopefully I won't get will screwed for sure. All right. Of course, we go into the sideboard for all this fun, silly stuff. And we have Mimi Tribe Festival. It's the arena. It's a red, white, and green. And it has a bunch of things, but you can basically reveal it and then play it outside. And if you have over 3,000 power, you get to play it for free.
Yeah. And then when it comes into play, you search for 2 Mimis, put them in your hand, and then whenever a dude attacks, you get to uncover a stone.
Yeah, whenever you swing, recover target magic stone you control.
And as long as you reveal it, you get to play it. So, like you said, if it's 3,000 or more, you get to play it for free. Otherwise, you can just pay 3 mana and be like, I'm going to go get 2 dudes.
Yeah.
And win the game now, because I can.
And even if you have 3 dudes, then you play it for 3, and then you swing, and then you're untapped.
Yeah, you get free stones.
Free
Card's
stones
nuts.
is free.
We have some vanilla dudes in the board for Chumimi, because you need to have them. And, we have one of the old ones, and it's pretty good, so you can check them out.
Brave, Chief, Warrior, and then of course the Great Shield.
Yeah.
And okay, here's the spice we were talking about. Pumpkin Spice Witch, actually. It's a darkness and 2. Enter, each resonator controls flying and swiftness. So if all your dudes are pumped up, and you just make them all swiftness, especially if you do the Black Witch, call this witch down, and then you're huge, and you swing.
Yeah. And so, like on the witches, the best way to do it, and I learned this from a friend is really good, is you play 3 main black witches in the main board, and you put 1 in the sideboard. So as long as you have seal 5, they still trigger. So you're like, cool, black witch, get the 1 in the sideboard to play it, and it's seal 5 triggers. Then you get the witch you want, because then it gives you an extra way to have a black witch. So you get an extra Black Witch.
Yep.
So if you want to make sure they can't search, and you get an extra body, just to be like, I'm gonna kill you now. And if you get the Pumpkin Witch, then you're like, hey, cool, now you die.
Yeah, exactly.
But the other witch we have for utility is Witch with a Pointy Hat, which is 1 green, 4/4, quick cast. It counters a thing or prevents damage. Super good.
Simple as that.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Overall, though, this deck seems really, really fun. I
Yeah,
cannot wait
for
to
sure.
play it in locals this week and see what kind of shenanigans it does.
You got big dudes and you got spells that kill things. That's all
Yeah.
you want.
I mean, it's a Shiva deck. You're playing big dudes and you're playing Shimimis.
Let's make her good.
With that, guys, the deck list will be down below. Go check it out. Leave us a like down below and let us know what you think about it. See y'all later.
Goodbye.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel, guys, and hit that like, and then also click that bell so you get all the updates and notifications on our channel. And then send us any comments down below so we make sure we get them.
And just to remind you that we are actually streaming on Twitch now, where we do all our deck brawls and also video game content. And also remind you that we do have a Patreon, and we like to go ahead and thank the Mythic and Above Patreons. So thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
We love you.
Boom.